Hello, I am Rustic and this is Rue, and as the title says, today I'm going to be reacting to Therian TikToks as a Therian myself. So, thank you for clicking on the video and let's get started, I guess. I'd like to start out by saying that I do not live alone, so there's gonna be a lot of background noise. I can't really do anything about that. I apologize. So how this is gonna work is I'm just gonna look up generic Therian on TikTok and react to whatever shows up. So yeah. Without further ado, first video. Yeah, I find videos like these really wholesome, because, you know, my parents personally don't really give a shit. Like, they're supportive. They don't really, as you can see, I'm kind of open about it. But yeah, it's really cute. It's really wholesome when parents are supportive like that, and it really helps to have someone to support you.
Dressing up in a mask and tail as your glorified persona does not make you a Therian. Who said that? Stereotypes are not characters and they should not be named because they are literally you. Man, this wind has been like... The vast majority of our community on TikTok consists of children, and we should be treating them with kindness instead of pushing them away.
Yes. Before you say anything, a stereotype is, yes, an identity, and I suppose, yes, you can name identities, but I don't know, it just feels a little off to me personally. I'm not bashing anyone out there, and yes, there are tons and tons of young Therians that we as like older teenagers and adults need to protect in a sense. Yes, because we are responsible in a sense to make this community safe for them. That, yeah. That is sick, dude. Oh my god. I think they have a gorilla stereotype. That's what the arms are for. That is so sick. That's really cool. I want those.
Philanthropy isn't an aesthetic, but it is so cool.
Yes, there's a certain, what's the word? I personally see philanthropy as a gift sometimes, because there's something so magical about it, and I know everyone's experience is different, but sometimes it's hell, sometimes it's, I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's me, it's home. There's a certain whimsy to it too. Don't forget the whimsy. That's so cute. I've actually never been to a Therian meetup, but they look so fun. I love, in that video, I love seeing like the younger Therians and maybe like the little bit older Therians together doing that. It's really cute. I will say though, be careful looking for these meetups because people are insane. Please make sure they're legit before you actually show up. I've heard horror stories, but yeah, that's really wholesome.
Therians are mentally ill and shouldn't be accepted. Someone identifying as an animal isn't normal, and saying it's been around for hundreds of years isn't a good thing either. Those people were probably ill as well. Playing as an animal is fine. As a kid, how are you a fucking teen adult still running on all fours? Giving it a name doesn't make it acceptable either. The parents accepting this behavior should be ashamed. It's feeding into their kids' delusions. How will their kids function in the future thinking this is okay? These parents should get their kids help instead of leaving them with masks and a phone, because there's something seriously wrong with the community, especially with the hate around it. Being a Therian isn't widely acceptable, and I agree actually shouldn't be, but with that a lot of Therians will get bullied and hated, which will worsen their already horrible mental health. I feel instead of feeding into their illness, the parents should take them to therapy, because the internet is obviously not the right place for them. I always see Therians vent posts, and I just wish they would get help because they're obviously not okay. Again, identifying as an animal that is not normal. If you do, please don't get fucking help and stop pretending to be an animal.
So, I love a good opinion, and I'm not gonna say much just because I'm not too sure if that's like rage bait or not, because unfortunately that is a thing. I am gonna say though that a lot of that is false. That speaks for some of the community, I will say, but that's not related to therianthropy at all. That's completely separate. Just because I suffer from mental health, it doesn't mean that correlates with being, yeah. And also, I will say, to add, this community really healed my mental health too. I'm a lot happier than I've ever been, I'll say, actually. Aside from all the drama that goes on, it's a really close, like, tight-knit community, and it really saved my life. It did. And it hurts to see people, like, not educated on it, but I feel like I can't say much because they're not gonna listen, and I can't make them listen. I'm not going to. But therianthropy is not a mental disorder. It's not the internet's fault. It's an identity, not a social media personality. Next.
Hey critters, here are 3 things I do to improve my masks. 1, I use fleece or fur instead of felt. 2, I look at reference images and photos while crafting. And 3, I try things that might not work. I take risks. How do you improve your masks? Let me know.
Yes, I agree with all of that. Felt is good. I personally do use fleece now. It's a lot stretchier, softer in my opinion. What else did they say? Oh my goodness. They had really good points. References. Yes, this helps a lot. If you're making like a realistic mask, I definitely recommend that. And you know, exactly, you have to take risks with art. Art is all about taking chances and trying new things. Vincent van Gogh didn't pick up paint knowing how to do that. He did it, probably made a couple hundred sucky paintings before he got famous. Take risks, you will get better. Take me for example. I've shown my crappy masks on here, my first ones. Keep going. Yeah, you'll get there. I promise. Keep going. Yes, do not answer those questions. Unfortunately, there are a lot of creeps, weirdos, just inherently awful people on the internet, and you unfortunately are responsible for picking out those people and telling who is bad, who is good. But you kind of have to jumble those people together and just not post it at all because you can't decide who's gonna see it. Yeah, just be safe. Don't do those things.
Mask clean time.
That reminds me of that "thank you, I was so thirsty" meme, but I'm assuming it's waterproof. Don't do this unless your mask is waterproof, please. It will disintegrate. Not actually, but it'll get floppy. We don't want a floppy mask, now do we? But yeah, that was a sick mask. Hopefully it was waterproof. If not, I'm sorry.
Do you know any Therians, by the way?
Not that I know of.
You don't know if, like, there's any Therians here? Are you a Therian?
Why?
I'm trying to look for one.
Why?
Because I've done videos with furries, and now I want to do videos with Therians. You are a Therian?
Not fully.
Not fully?
Not fully. Kinda.
Okay.
Why?
One of the Therians said that you guys have a sport that's like where you crawl on all fours and you like kind of... I just want to compete with a Therian in that sport for a video. I literally just want to like see if I can like beat a Therian in their sport.
Yeah, it's called quads.
Yeah. Could I? Is there any way I could like compete in that with you? Like,
I don't do quads.
Do you know anybody who does? And could I have their contact information?
I'm gonna assume that he's not hating because he doesn't give off those vibes, in my opinion. He might be. That's not my decision to make. I will say though, the reason that these people are being so apprehensive towards him, or I assume the reason why, is there's a lot of stigmatism, of course, in the community. And a lot of times when people approach us in public like that, we're automatically gonna assume that you are hating and you are against us, just because that's how people tend to be. And in consequences, we're gonna be weary of people. We're not gonna want to talk to you if you're like, yo, are you a Therian? We're probably gonna be like, no, because we don't want that conflict. We don't want conflict. Sometimes it happens, but we don't want conflict.
Should I perhaps? Will I know? Do I enjoy being difficult most?
That is sick. I love seeing adult Therians. It warms something into me to know that like I'm not alone, because you know I am considered a younger Therian, and seeing like the roots of our community really it's special. And I also love their mask. It's really nice, really neat.
Cody! I know he's out here. I can feel it in my nuggets.
That's funny. Little haha, little teehee. I'm gonna start by saying that I love their mask. That is really good. And that's actually a really weird but big issue that I've actually stumbled across. People comment on my videos sometimes like, male Therian? I've never seen one before. And I'm like, I can name like 10 off the top of my head. I don't know where you've been living, but I'm not the only one. I couldn't tell if it was a hate video or not at first, but I get what they're trying to get across. But I will say that that's not 100% true. A Therian can look like anyone. You know, I'm not wearing a mask right now. That doesn't make me any less of a Therian. These people could very well be hating on Therians. They could very well be one. You have no idea. The Walmart cashier could be one. You don't know. And on the same scale, 6'7", and at the same time, someone who, you know, wears a mask and a tail, could not be a Therian at all. They could be other paw, they could be a furry, they could just, like, dress up. There's so many labels that you can't label someone. They can only do that for themselves. So, nice video. Yeah. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it off. I think that's exceptionally long for my first time. Feel free to leave any tips or criticism in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Rustic Roo.